the stage, our keynote speaker for 2015, the mesmerizing Ashley Judd.
Good morning, Zumba Nation. I am Ashley, and I do like to wiggle. Thank you so much to Zumba for having me. I have to say thank you to my personal Zumba family, because they are how I got into what I call this beautiful and sweaty mess. And then another friend was talking about dance, as you saw in that video, and how cross-callosum movement creates new neuroanatomical pathways. It increases serotonin and dopamine. So I decided I would check this class out with them. And I got so much. I got a membership at the Y, where in my rural Middle Tennessee community, I experienced the most diversity of any place in my county. People of all sizes and shapes and colors and ethnicities and backgrounds and socioeconomic classes and levels of education. I walk into that room and there is what I call a spiritual anonymity, because all we do is dance. And the first teacher in that room was a guy called Javen Bay, and he is phenomenal. And I was hooked. And then the next teacher in that room was a great woman named Laura Boyd, and she started as my teacher and she became my sister, and I'm glad she's here with me today. As is Laura's family, John, and our kids, as I like to say, Oliver and Lucy. So thanks, kids, for coming. So as you saw in that video, I've had the privilege to go around the world and visit with people who live in various degrees of deprivation, poverty, lack of access to essential resources, whether it's safe drinking water, adequate nutrition, and even care from their parents. And that's why I love it so much when I go to sub-Saharan Africa, when I go to Central America, when I go to Southeast Asia, and even people who are living in brothels find a way to dance. It seems to be our common language. There's something when this starts to happen. It all comes together so beautifully. So one of the things I wanted to talk about just a little bit while I'm here with you is body image. It's a big part of our lives as men and women in this culture. And I've had the opportunity to write a couple of essays about feminism, which to me is simply the radical notion that girls and boys and men and women are equal and just as good as one another and should have the opportunity to express themselves fully and without constraints. And I believe that the gender norms in this culture are as punishing and constraining to boys and men as they are to girls and women. And it's amazing to me how I can be in my body and doing what God made me to do, and people think they have the right, without my permission, to comment. And we're walking that fine line in the Zumba community between our expression and the container and the integrity of our container, our bodily integrity, and being in community, but not transgressing one another's boundaries. Are you feeling me? So how do we express ourselves fully while also expressing that you don't have the right to get in my space? And I think Zumba has a crucial leadership role in modeling that, both to ourselves, the communities in which we teach, whether it's the Y or a community center or a gym, and to the young people who join our classes. There can be so much healing in dance. I remember one of the Sunday classes at the Y that I attended that Laura was teaching, and a woman asked if she could make an announcement, and she was saying how dancing Zumba helped her heal her childhood sexual abuse. So she had had lots of different psychological ways of coping with the unendurable and the unimaginable, but she left her body, right? She had her ways of numbing out. And she was saying that it was in Zumba that she was able to come back into her body and experience it in the way that God had intended her to experience it. So there's a whole lot here for the taking. You can have a spiritual experience, you can heal, and you can work on your butt. And you can even do all of those at the same time. And I was thinking about the times I've danced in film, Norma Jean and Marilyn, DeLovely, Divine Secrets of the Yaya Sisterhood. And then there's all the dancing that goes on in the trailer, right? With my friends, with the crew, the fun we have. So I think we should dance. Would you dance with me?